with Baba Is You for more puzzling. Now, this morning, when I went to go get some socks, there weren't any, so I was like, a bit behind on my laundry, so I ran some laundry, and I pulled out all the clothes, and I folded them all nice, put them away, and I went, oh wait, I should get some socks for myself today, that would be smart. So I pulled the socks out of the dryer, the last pair, and I folded them and then stared at them for 20 seconds and went, why did I fold these? I need to put these on. So that's the kind of level of puzzle solving aptitude I'm dealing with this morning. So, not like the greatest sign in the world for our Baba success rate, but hey, you know what? I don't know what, but let's try. Because we've got a whole bunch of secret stages to do and stuff. We made this all at the end of last episode to do Baba Is a level like so, which grants us access to this secret stage, but also allows us to not get skull-facing Baba'd over here so that we can grab the key and do the door and then stage 4, but let's start with the harder stuff first, which I tend to presume secret stages are the harder stuff, so why not? Just to be saucy about it, we'll go stage 4 first, shall we? Oh, wait. Sorry. I need that cursor back is the thing. So just do that. Cheers. Buried treasure. I feel like I have the sense that down is going to be involved here. Or the fall keyword, or whatever it was. No, maybe not. But we've got to get back to Forced to Fall. This is my favorite aesthetic of worlds so far. I felt like most of the worlds we've been doing in the depths and the Crimson Flower and stuff have been like that sort of baseline aesthetic of World 1, or of like the tutorial stuff. So it's nice that we get to see some variety and bringing it back around to some of these other worlds, isn't it? So good. Love it, love it, love it. Anyway, sorry. Okay, seriously, gotta focus. Such a vibe. Text is melt, Kiki is hot, lava is hot, box has flag, Baba is us, Kiki is move, hedge is stop, box is melt, the flag is win. So, box has flag, flag is win. It doesn't seem like most of the stuff over here is going to change since we don't have a text word over here, and it's not like we're gonna be able to say text is you, therefore, or text is move, or anything of the sort. This all feels, for the most part, pretty like it's going to be static? We don't have leaf or leaves anywhere. No, okay, surely not. Anyway, so box and text are melt. We've got a Baba is word, we've got Kiki is move. Box has flag, so in essence, it seems like we want to melt the box to obtain the flag. Melt the box and then have us be the thing that is then on the flag. Okay, so melt the box, then get there. Melt the box, then get there. So we've got Baba is you here, but it's clearly in such a state that it could be changed in one way or another, somehow, maybe. We don't have Kiki as push or anything, so it's not as though I can, make you go somewhere other than where you are currently. Unless I turned, Baba into a Kiki or something, but then, of course, we have the problem that then there's nothing to be us. If we did something like Baba is move and you, though, then I suppose we could set therefore the Kiki up here to say Kiki is, and then we're moving in double time here, but I control how we move, so I could go left here, which is going to turn left and then move right into the U, so that will break that, and there'll be nothing to be us for a bit there. Okay, I see the problem. If I wanted to do that, even though it would, there were a few problems. One, it would make Kiki is you for one, thing before the Baba broke it. So we'd have to also make a way for it to break Baba's move at that point. But also, as it stands, it's going to push this into the lava, which will melt it. So they've done that specifically to prevent us from doing that. Vitally, Baba is not going to be hot, but Kiki is always going to be hot. So it does seem like what we want is for us to be Kiki. and then control ourselves going in around here. And I'm guessing the corkscrew sort of shape of this, like the spiral shape of this, is so that it has to be Kiki as you and not Kiki as move. Like, it won't just automatically walk its way into into the box, essentially, is that why that's like that. Sorry, my mouse has been there forever. So I am thinking the ultimate objective of this is make it so that Kiki is you, and just how do you do that with all these shenanigans here? It does feel like it's a situation where text is always going to be melt. Like, I think basically this stuff is all immutable as it stands. So text is always going to be melt, which means moving this through the lava is a no-go, because the lava is always going to be hot also. Is there an alternate way to get the Kiki is you statement? Then moving you to the right. It's a bit difficult to say. Moving this to the left, even if I somehow... I suppose you can do Kiki as Baba, and we can get two of us to move around, so we can move two things at once. So, for example, this doesn't help yet, obviously, for reasons that will soon be obvious, but if I were to do Kiki as Baba to get ourselves a second Baba, we could well do this, and then give ourselves Baba is move, so that we move at double speed, so to speak, and then if we do some shenanigans like that, we can, with some difficulty, we should be able to, do this sort of thing to get them two apart, and then, we can move two at once to go, like, boosh, and get it all the way over to Kiki is you. But of course that, A, doesn't stay, B, there's no Kiki, so on. But it might be the sort of thing we're trying to do here. Two Babas does feel like a not unreasonable first step in any case. I just don't know why yet. Well, part of it is that this Kiki is otherwise not performing much of a... Its action is perfunctory, anyway, and ultimately not moving in the direction of any one solution. But ultimately, I believe that is the goal. Kiki is you. I mean, unless there's some... Because the only way to get this Kiki to move in any sort of meaningful way would be to have it be you, in which case, if you were to walk over to the box and melt it, you would already be on the flag. So it's not as though you're gonna, like, melt it and then somehow turn back into Baba. So, is it possible that what you're trying to do is get a statement, Baba is you, Kiki is you, going here? Here's an idea. Yeah, okay. So that thing I was doing earlier, where I said Baba's... Oh, I guess you can't really do Baba's move that way, can you? Well, ain't that something? If you could get Baba's you and Kiki is you at the same time, though, you could split the Babas up and then have one of them get in and around here, and then have the other one say... Oh, well, if you could do that, you could just say Baba is Kiki anyway. You wouldn't have to split them up or anything. I get the purpose of this block of lava, but I don't understand the purpose of this one yet. What does this prevent you from doing, I wonder? This is an interesting shape to things, though. I like this one so far as very much has the feel that the shape of the world is like the most important thing, because otherwise you don't have a lot of words to work with. And it's therefore interesting. I do feel like Baba is Kiki is probably the first thing, or sorry, Kiki is Baba is probably the first thing you want done, though, because otherwise... puzzle-wise, it's not serving our interests in any substantive capacity, it would appear. And I don't suppose there's any way to set it up such that... Nah, that's way too complicated. I was going to suggest setting it up such that we say Baba is Kiki, and then somehow we set the Baba on a move course that will bring it back to being the other thing. Kiki is Baba, but it would involve Big Kiki being move anyway, unless he did it by moving down to have any meaning, I think. And it doesn't really make use of this whole structure here, which feels like you're going to have to. It didn't feel totally wrong when I moved these things by, like, two over to the right. Oh, yeah, there's an interesting idea. What if you did... Oh, okay. What if you did Baba is move right here, such that when the two of you push the Baba is you this away, you also... push the is move out of the way, so that you don't auto move and ruin everything. Or well, was that even the problem before? I'm actually not sure, but this feels like an interesting thing to try, so let's try it. So I gotta go, not that. We want to go and so what that allows us to do also is we can say, okay, yes, I think I see what's going on here. We can... Or can we? No, we can't, can we? I was gonna say we could get Kiki is you going on its left side, like Kiki is you, and we could also have, therefore we could do Baba as Kiki later on. This still feels like something, though. Just how do we get Kiki and the Kiki word in here? Would it have had to already be there, I guess? It couldn't if we were pushing these two by 2. But it feels so right, because if you had Kiki is you here, then you could say Baba is Kiki and then just, waltz your way on in. It sure felt like as soon as I got Baba is you to happen here, it would be a vast improvement. And I can't shake the feeling it is instrumental. I just don't see how yet. This is a situation where if you push it all the way down here, you never get it out of that corner. Push it in here, you never get it out of that corner. Push it through here, we wreck the Baba is you statement. I am dimly aware of the fact that we have enough is's here that we could do something like da-da. If only we had the Kiki word already sort of queued up here. So it does almost have the feel that I was supposed to have set something up beforehand, but I can't. It feels like because of this corridor, it's not possible to have set it up such that this starts with Baba is you, so anything you put to the left of here is going to be stuck on this part forever. And I don't believe you can extract this Baba. So it's like if you're doing anything, you're doing something weird up here, like Kiki is Baba is you. But of course that just makes Kiki's Baba, which we already had and is not different now. And there's not any setup for where we could do Baba as Kiki is Baba, because you can't extract that Baba there. It does feel like that's... I mean, the way... So this is going to go one of two ways. Either you're going to have at the end Baba is you and Kiki is you, and then say Baba is Kiki. So that you have a Kiki is you and you control the Kikis and go melt the box. Or you're going to say Baba is Kiki at some point, get it over there to melt it, and then go back to being Kiki is Baba. But the only reason you would want to go back to being Kiki is Baba in that case would be if the Kiki that melted the box wasn't you, i.e. it was just move, in which case it would already have to have been here facing up and down. It just doesn't seem right. So I assume what this ends with is Baba is you, Kiki is you. And then you go say Baba is Kiki somehow. And again, it would seem like this is the perfect setup for that because you could do all three at once. Baba is Kiki is you, Baba is you. How does the is Kiki end up there, though? Or how does the Kiki end up there? Because the is we can do this. And then we have that set up. No, we don't. Because we would need one on the bottom as well. I lied. So it is how do we get the Kiki and the is in there? Yeah, that doesn't really make sense, does it? It's like you got to get the u out somehow else. It's not as though... Let's just see if this is a thing. I don't think it is, but can you, if you get right up on something like this, can you push it, like, across the lava by moving twice at once? You can. Okay. I didn't think it would work like that. I still don't immediately know how it helps, because you still can't get, like, through the U here. In such a way that the U ends up here with the Kiki on the other side of it. So that must be the thing I'm thinking about wrongly. It's not that U ends up here and Kiki ends up on the other side, because that's not physically possible, is it? Even with these shenanigans, if you push it, it's going to push the other one like that. Useful to know that you can skip the lava this way, though. I don't know if it's something we're going to do. Okay, if there's no way to get two things of text on the same spot, and I don't think there is in this case, then the way a double is U statement, which is what I'm assuming has to happens, is it's an L shape, right? There's an is U and an is U. Well, I suppose what that means is... Nah, I was gonna say we have to use the lava skipping shenanigans to get the is U out on the right, but that would require it to be... Well, all we would really need is the U. It doesn't need all the ising. We don't need all three ises to survive necessarily. Just two, I think. Maybe. No, maybe we need them all. Anyway, regardless, that would require the is you to be here when there are two Babas here that we're going to move forward to push it across, which would require... It doesn't work, because you would... whether you're taking the is or not, the u would have to be here when you push it, and there's no way to make the is you statement happen when the u is here. Because you can't go Baba is you because there's a hedge here, and if you go Baba is you, you're standing in the is, which there's no way to orchestrate. Oh, well, I suppose you can push text onto yourself, so to speak, with if you have two Babas, but it requires you do a lot of other weird stuff anyway. You know what? Let me just rebuild that situation I had where we had the Baba is you here, because I felt like a start. Oh, hold on, Tick. Wait, am I way overcomplicating this? I think a combination of the plans I've been brewing so far does make sense here. If you do this whole thing, but we don't do it with two Babas, we leave that Kiki where they are. Oh, wait, why did I think that would work? Yeah, no, because Baba needs to be you. And move. I was picturing somehow that pushing the U here stopped it, didn't make Baba as you, but somehow made Kiki as you. But I suppose this is a situation where I didn't really need to, like I thought I did, to do this thing. And maybe that? If I were still move, I could do something weird like move this twice over, and then we get a Kiki on the left side of the U. I don't know how we'd move it then. No, I guess you can you? So moving it back to here. If we do this, we push a whole bunch of stuff in. Well, the move becomes safe, but the U goes in the lava. No, it doesn't. Oh, interesting. We only move it one at a time. Oh, because the move... Oh, right, because we're not move anymore. I got this nagging feeling we're supposed to build Kiki as you, like, sideways like this by... It doesn't really make sense, because the is you would be the thing that would have to go here and then get pushed down so that you could get the Kiki over here. But if you're moving the is you this far and then pushing it down, there's no way an is you statement is going to stay intact. And even if it does, that means the Baba will be blocking where the Kiki should be. Good chance this will be all we do this episode. How long this has taken. And the problem with doing Baba's move and setting up... The problem with setting up the Kiki is to take the U over here with the Baba as move thing is then you only get one turn. Ooh! Unless you could break that. Oh yeah, you could set it up somewhere that the Kiki could break it. Oh, well, there's an idea, isn't it? Did I just crack this? I might have done. If I set it up here, then I can put it in a place that the Kiki can easily break it the second I am Kiki. Because what I was concerned about was, if we did this, then we're Kiki great, but then the Baba will continue to move things. But the question is, now that I'm Kiki, can I break move before the Baba moves? No, that happens regardless. Okay. Interesting. Is there some way I can set it up so that the Baba is move statement is inherently broken when Baba changes Kiki to be us? Possibly. Yes, in fact, I think I may even know how. All we have to do is set it up right on the other side of the U, right? That's why the lava is made so that we can walk through it. Ooh. Wait, can we do that? Yeah, sure, probably. Yes, you know what? Because what we can do is use the whole skipping lava trick here. No? Maybe. Maybe? No. I was going to propose we do this, oops. More like this. To push the move across like that to get into place, but that, I only want to do that because we had Baba in the right place earlier. But that was only because I could go down here to push it. They've done this pretty artfully, I think, to prevent you from doing this. And because, again, if you do it this way, it sort of defeats the purpose because you can do this, but then Baba is you is the thing you get here, and the Kiki is you is still, like, hard to make. The whole point of doing it that way was you could just put Kiki here, and then Kiki is you becomes easy to make. Okay, hang on. I don't have a full picture of this in my head, so just, like, bear with me for a minute here. Bear with me. But Kiki is Baba. Baba is move set up here. Oh, well, that doesn't break it, I guess. Right, I see the problem. I was like, wait, this works, right? But no, I was gonna say, because this would allow you to say Kiki is you, but it doesn't break Baba is move. If you then do this. Well, it's a moot point anyway, because there's no Kiki. Oh, wait. Why did I need... I don't need two Kikis to do... two Babas to do that. No, but it's the same problem as before. The Baba will keep moving. I guess. Unless that statement gets broken. We will have what we want for one single turn. before it all goes wrong, which is why I thought I wanted to do it with 2. I think that is the crux of it, though. How do you move you to the right with Kiki here, and then break Baba is move? And it feels like you'd have to have Baba is move here. I think I gave up on that too early, maybe? But it does feel like pretty particular that they've designed it so that it is difficult to build that statement here. And if you do this, you haven't solved anything. You've just moved where the is you is to a different place where Kiki can no longer access it. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I don't have still don't have a full picture of it, but if you said Kiki is Baba, I was thinking he would then be moving. My instinct was then to move the 2 Babas together, but I suppose you could move the other Baba to somehow break. No, okay, no, never mind, I see the problem. So the trouble is we want Kiki is you and Kiki and Baba is Kiki to sort of come true at the same time if we're like this, where there are 2 Babas. So it doesn't work though, because to have Baba is move to make this function means you can't get it in a place where you could easily then say Baba is Kiki all at once. Not at the same time as you said Kiki is you. I keep trying to think of ways we could use this Kiki moving up and down to break Baba is move, but that would require that Kiki and Baba move at the same time. That's not right. Thinking carefully about this, is there some way that without Baba is move being here, this action could break Baba is move? And I don't think there is. It would have to be this, but the problem with this is that it doesn't do anything. Well, I shouldn't say it doesn't do anything, but seemingly the reason you would want to move the U is if you had the Kiki is queued up somewhere, because this alone doesn't help you do anything unless you can break it to go put the Kiki on, which you cannot because it's your only is you now. And you can't get this Baba down here to be the other Baba is you so that you could then go Kiki is you. It just doesn't come out of this corner in that way. The only reason we want to like totally eviscerate the move is if it helped us do Kiki is you, Baba is Kiki at the same time. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so the 2 main branches I'm seeing are we somehow do Kiki is you whilst they're still separate entities, the Baba and the Kiki, and then whatever the Kiki can do at that point allows... Well, the only way I could see it happening was then the Baba is you breaks the Baba is move as soon as it says Kiki is you. On the flip side, the other way would be if you had 2 Babas and you turned them both into a Kiki at the same time you broke is move and turned Babas into Kikis. That seems too unlikely, right? That's too many things happening at once. So unless I'm wrong in my basic assertion, which is fairly possible, I'm just doing this with 1 Baba. Because then all I have to do is break Baba's move at the same time that I say Kiki is you, because I don't have to turn a Baba into a Kiki. And if I'm doing that, it sounds like the way I'm doing Kiki is you is like this. So how do I break Baba is move with this rightward motion? Some part of the Baba is move would have to be in these 2 squares at a minimum, which makes it sound like the only way would be Baba is move. Wait. Nope. Wait. No. I was going to say if there was some way to do Kiki over here and then have an is over there, then you could have 1 Baba move left and the other one be down here to push it facing this way. So you set Baba's move up and then they like spring into action. One of them pushes the U left and the other one starts pushing it up, so it says Kiki is you. But you have the same problem of you're not going to be able to say Baba is Kiki then. Trouble is, the only way I could see to like set something up such that Baba's move ceases to be is with more than 1 Baba, but if I do that, then I have so much more work to do in the form of making Baba as Kiki at the same time that Kiki is you happens and Baba's move breaks. It sounds like too much for even 2 Babas to do. So this movement has to break Baba is move, but how? I can't tell this is one of those things where I've got like 80% of the solution and it's something simple I'm missing, or if I'm way off base here. It would all be so simple if we could have the Baba is move statement be here, and it's one of those things that looks very simple to set up, but it's just not quite possible with the claustrophobic layout, and I believe that to be intentional. Just one push away if I could just get this move here somehow. I sure feel like I'm being pulled in a lot of directions here. There's an awful lot of space down here, and I don't really know what it's for. I feel like I should take the shape of this more seriously. Because considering so far the way I've been doing it of just like pushing something just to the right here doesn't require this gap at all. Like I've not been using it, right? Doing this kind of solution, you only need one entrance, so it would be bizarre design for them to have to program more than one. Why would they bother if the puzzle was simply to do this, right? So what is it that I'm missing about the ability to come at this from 2 directions? Well, it would sound as though you're building some kind of as you statement here, which means you're actually pushing this to the left, which would mean you're, in reality, doing something like getting an extra is over here. The word Kiki, well, I guess you'd have to do, getting the word Kiki here and then somehow pushing this left and saying Baba is move at the same time, such that a Baba comes from down here to push this up. But the only way I could see that happening is if you had 2 Babas, in which case Kiki is you doesn't help because Baba isn't Kiki. And actually it's not possible anyway, because as soon as you said move like this, then they're both facing left. So they'll do that. But that can't help but feel like the key. What is with this structure if you're not coming at it from both angles at some point? Surely they would have just put a wall here. And dare I say all of this, if all you were going to be using was this upper sort of portion. I feel like I've thought of very many ways through this, that one of the things I've thought must be like part of the way there, right? Either the using 2 Babas to push the is you all the way over. Oh yeah, there's an interesting idea. Yeah, I guess it's not really anything, but I was thinking I didn't have enough is's before to, well, and I kind of still don't. Oh, well, okay, here's a thought. I don't have to break Baba is move if the Babas become the Kikis. Because if they become the Kikis, there's no one to move. I probably should have thought of that sooner. Oh, in that case... What it would suggest then is that you're doing this, and one of you is moving the U over here, and at the same time, someone else will move Baba is Kiki into place. Yeah. So I think that's it. Nope, we don't have enough is. Okay, so is what we're doing... Baba is move like this, and what we're going to end up with, ideally, is this moves to right, at the same time this moves to... Oh no, because then it's not Baba is Kiki. Oh, there would have to be another is here. That would need more Babas than we have. Because either you're doing this sort of thing, or this sort of thing, but not both at the same time. And if you took this is and put it here so that you only had to move one word, and of course, you would need 2 here to do this. If we just had one more thing, then we could put it here. Here. And then doing this would push move out of the way, wouldn't it? At the moment we get this. It does feel like a bit of a revelation, though. If I've got 2 of us, I should have more angles to move, and I don't, as I thought, have to break Baba is you, turn Kiki is you on, turn Baba is to Kiki, and make Baba not stop at the same time. Because make Baba not move at the same time, because once Baba is Kiki, Baba is move is no longer relevant, so... We don't have to break it if we can do Baba is Kiki at the same time as Kiki is you. And that's 2 actions for 2 Babas, so you would think it would be possible in one go. Remind me, if you move and you run into a wall, you move 1 away? Yes. This brilliant idea I had still doesn't solve the conundrum of why would we use the lower portion anyway. I guess there's always the possibility it's just a convenience thing for if you're doing 2 Baba movement at once, just to make it easier to do that. But that seems too simple. I feel fairly certain that the Kiki is you happens when you push this thing 2 to the right. So the question is, what does that pushing that 2 to the right? And I said fairly certain. It's not 100%, obviously. I'm starting to feel like there's no other solution because I feel like I've tried everything. If I'm pushing this to the right, what else is happening at the same time? I don't know. Okay. For sure, there's no way to get the Kiki word here, right? If you bring it from here, you can't get it down. If you bring it from here, you can't get it up. If you bring it through the middle somehow, yeah, you can't get... if you were to get it here, you have to bring it through the U. So that doesn't happen. It doesn't end up here. Baba is Kiki, Kiki is you. Baba is you. They're not you at the same time, which does mean you have to, at some point, turn Baba is Kiki and Kiki is you on at the same time. So I'm not wrong about that, I don't think. And that would mean doing it with the same motion, which sure makes it sound like you'll have 2 Babas at that point. In which case, the obvious next question is, what is it that you can do with 2 Babas that you can't with only 1? Have them move in... well, you can't have them move in 2 different directions at once. Well, sort of, if you have it on move, but not on 2 different axes. I could have one move right while the other moves left, in theory. If with some setup. And it does truly feel like if I set it up such that the U can be pushed 2 to the right, blah, like that, to get Kiki as you, the only 3 words we have to work with are Baba is move. So it's like you're going to set up Baba as move to facilitate that double movement. If you do just that, then of course you get this, so nothing is you, and of course this Baba has not done anything. So it's like, okay, well clearly this Baba is going to do something to this, that also makes Baba is Kiki happen. But how could you move just one thing to make that happen? Because that's all this Baba can move. Unless you move something all in a row, in which case it's on a different axis, sort of than the Kiki is you statement, and then the only way you could use this. It's on a different axis than Baba is Kiki. Well, yeah, so because this Baba can only, if I'm moving this one to the right, it means this one's going to take the right action, which either means moving 1 to the left if it's against a wall, or moving 2 to the right. So it's not like I can slot something into all this. Unless there was somehow a word in here that we wanted pushed to the right. Like, for example, had we done this sort of thing, like we could do this. I just don't know why, if there's no is here. And if there isn't is here, then you don't get Baba's move, so this doesn't happen. Because what you get is this. Wait. Wait. Hang on. Is this a thing? Okay. 2 seconds here. Move goes here. Kiki is Baba. I don't know if it's anything yet, but bear with me. I saw a glimpse potentially of the future, and it was glorious. So let us march onward to meet it. That doesn't make sense, does it? Why did I think this was a thing? Nope, I thought we had more words than we did there for a minute, and I was gonna propose... Oh, wait, maybe that's still a thing. If I can... How would I do that? Yes, wait, because if I do this... Wait, that might still be a thing. Then don't we get Baba as Kiki and Kiki as Move at the same time? And then it goes one more and we get Kiki as you? Banana! Boosh! Nice! Alright, great. So I was circling the whole time, but really the key to this was asking myself, why would I need both entrances here? That was where it all started to take shape, truly and awesomely and wonderfully. That definitely took longer than it ought to have. There was a lot of silence in there, so it'll probably be cut down to like 20 minutes for you, but that was an hour and a half of thinking. But what a great puzzle. Wow, I loved that one. Just a lot of thinking about space and transmutation and things. And it's very, very claustrophobic, just like a lot of little changes all at once. Man, brilliant. And just how, again, just the sheer amount of playtesting and like quality assurance that went into making it so that there were only one or two solutions. You couldn't just ad-lib your way through and try some random stuff and get it unless you really thought about it. This game is just a marvel of game design, period. Setting aside even video game design. Just in terms of, like, logical game design. I mean, this is something else, man. This is, like, next level, like, best in the world kind of stuff. What a privilege to play this game. Nevertheless, that is all for the moment, my friends. And the next video on the channel is going to be our Archipelago Campaign 2! Oh, sorry, Archipelago Campaign 2, Episode 2. Like I've been saying, I've been trying to keep them sort of a month apart, but I messed around with my schedule a little bit recently. This one was initially intended to go up on May 1st, but clearly that didn't happen. So it's going up, hopefully, sometime soon. Ideally this evening, and the next one, because I squished my schedule around a bit, is scheduled for June 1st, so it won't be a month apart, but they will be in different months. But that's if I manage to get them done in time. But it's Archipelago and I'm having a great time with it, so there's never a bad time for it to come out, in other words. After which is going to be some more Persona 3 Portable. And that is all for now. Thank you so very much for coming around. Hopefully I'll see you around. Admiral's going to be out of here now. Peace! The odd morsel was so bad. He only ran away in fear. I mean, I let him just like laced with something. Both equally uninspiring thoughts. Sorry, you caught anybody? It looks like we left you behind this time. I'm just trying to keep the team on its toes, you know? Make sure we're